Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I've got a caffeine addiction, and it includes this recipe. It is the best cappuccino with a tad of vanilla and a tad of raw sugar sweetener. And I use low-fat milk for the froth. And you need a frother to froth up that milk. xBloom sponsors this video, and I'm using the Toketty beans. xBloom makes all kinds of custom coffee beans. So line your pot up with the insignia on your xBloom, and it's going to read it. That insignia is now being read. I'm pulling off the top and I'm pouring in the beans to be freshly ground. In goes the pod cup. Tap. Those grounds got grounded to my very favorite, very fine espresso grind. And now we're going to have all of the water coming at the temperature I chose for a very hot coffee to go into my cup. It's a pour-over coffee. And while that's finishing, I'm going to microwave my milk. Let's whisk the milk. Oh yeah, that is frothy. And this xBloom pour-over coffee was done in only a couple of minutes, just in time for me to froth my hot milk. Ah, it is hot. So this is the recipe. And that's vanilla. I don't want a whole teaspoon of that. I want less than 1/8 a teaspoon. And the best method of doing that is dipping my finger in it and flicking just a couple drops of the vanilla into my coffee. And don't put this in your mouth, because if you do, it doesn't taste good because there's no sugar in that yet. Here comes the sugar. I add just a 1/4 teaspoon of my brown sugar. And now it's time for the froth. That's my favorite part, on top. Oh yeah. Isn't that pretty? Woo! And you really only need a 1/4 cup of milk to do this. Now, on top of that, I'm going to add a little more sugar. I think it looks so pretty. Doesn't that look delicious? All made with my new xBloom coffee machine. This xBloom coffee machine has changed my life to make my favorite coffee beverage really fast, easy, and a pour-over. Let's try the recipe. That is so great. That little tad of vanilla adds a little bit of sweetness that I love in my coffee. The foam makes me feel like I'm having a moment of pure luxury, and I like the milk. I'm trying not to get a mustache. I tried out a number of different coffees that they sent me. xBloom comes with these coffee cups that have the exact amount of coffee beans, so it can grind it and make you your coffee. On the bottom of every cup is this insignia, and this is going to tell your coffee machine exactly how to make your coffee. So you can have coffee to your liking, whether it's richer or thinner, light beans, heavier beans, depending on the beans you choose. And when you have your beans, you just pour them in the top and it's going to grind them for you. After pouring the beans in the grinder, I'm going to put the cup back in the dock, which is right over here. And you just press down that dock, just like that. And it's going to move and grind those beans. And water's going to go into the beans and into my cup. And perfectly hot. The perfect temperature. Can you see that steam? This is a medium light roast. It has a lovely subtle taste. It's not too heavy. It doesn't have anything near a burnt taste like sometimes espressos do. This is lovely. And whenever you get your boxes of the coffee, on the back it's going to tell you what it is. This roast is called the Future. I can taste in it notes of fresh citrus, even some red raspberry, bubblegum, well, I don't know, but it is a little naturally sweet and tropical tasting. xBloom is an award-winning coffee machine. 2 Apple product design veterans and engineers created the xBloom. They were colleagues working at Apple as product designers, and they were always binging on coffee. And with the co-founders' passion for coffee, they wanted to bring the barista coffee right into a home. And that's why they designed the xBloom the way they have. This is a specialty brew of coffee that you can brew yourself at home. Let's try another. Let's try the Toketty next. I like the packaging so you know it's going to be fresh, because freshness is so important for the flavor of your coffee. And in every coffee flavor, you get 8 pods. The designers even made a pod that's environmentally friendly. and it's made primarily from sugarcane fiber. This pod is compostable. It's a biodegradable material that composts within 30 days. It's immune to high temperatures, and it doesn't exude any flavor into your coffee beans. It is flavor neutral. With every pod of coffee beans underneath, there is a special insignia. That specialty insignia is an RFID code. The machine reads that insignia to make sure your coffee is the way the roaster intended. This is innovative and patented technology never seen before in a coffee machine. This is a feature that separates xBloom from any other coffee machine because you're going to get a cup of coffee that is specifically calibrated with the amount of water and the way the bean is ground to get to the flavor that the coffee roaster wants you to have with their specific blend of beans. The app is another amazing, technologically forward feature of the xBloom. In the instructions, there's a QR code, and that's how I found the app, but it's also located in the App Store. You download the app, and like any app download, you put all the information, so it's going to know your Wi-Fi network, and also I subscribe to, so I would know all the latest features and the latest information on my xBloom because they have a zillion recipes that you can get. Because there's so many interesting new recipes and new coffee beans you'll find out about. And with this app, you can create over 1 trillion brewing options. Can you imagine that? But it's true. To get to your favorite taste of your special recipe of the way you like your coffee, or experiment with other recipes and other beans and other concentrations or dilutions the way you want in your coffee just by the app. You have complete flexibility on your coffee recipe on the intuitive xBloom app. xBloom is an IoT connected machine that's designed to democratize the exceptional coffee experience for everyone. It's packed with original patented technologies that make it that way. The IoT-connected xBloom coffee machine empowers all coffee creators like me and curators of the coffee beans to extend this specialty cafe experience so you don't have to leave your house to have that specialty coffee right at home. And the xBloom coffee machine does it all. It's standalone, like a barista on your countertop. And once you have that app downloaded, you press the button, the one on the back of your xBloom. It's green, and you press it for 3 seconds, and then it's going to start beeping green, back and forth. It'll connect your phone with your Wi-Fi connection and Bluetooth. All 4 lights will light up on the front of your xBloom. You know you're good to go with your first cup of coffee. Pairing's finished. My xBloom coffee machine arrived right to my door. I put the box on the counter. I opened the little box so you could see the coffee. This is how it's packaged. What beautiful cardboard boxes that hold the pods of the coffee. On the other side of the cardboard boxes are the names of each of the coffee. Everyone's a different blend. They have so many to choose from. I opened up a box with a knife to show you what's inside the box. The packaging is in a plastic that's even compostable. In every box you get 8 pods of coffee. I put them out on a mat in a circular pattern, and one of them was upside down so you could see the insignia that's on the bottom of the pods. And here's some close-ups of what the pods look like, with the beans poured out of one of the pods. This box on the counter is the xBloom coffee machine. I opened the box so you could see how well it was packaged inside, and all of this too is recyclable cardboard. xBloom is a very environmentally oriented company. Assembling the xBloom coffee machine is so simple. Here's a magnetic tunnel. It's stainless steel, it's so shiny. I'm going to turn it upside down, both sides, you see both sides. And this attaches magnetically right to the left side of your xBloom. The dispensary tunnel, aiming down, that's where your coffee beans come out of the grinder. And on the right side of your xBloom, you're going to attach the xPod dock. It slides right in and clicks in place. On the back of the xBloom is a water reservoir. There's a few ways to fill it. You can take it to your sink. This is the bottom where it's going to dispense the water back into your xBloom. And you can see how that connects right here. Take off the top, fill it with filtered water, which is what I have at my sink. And when you put the water reservoir back in, it just snaps right into place and it connects. But another way to fill it, and simply pouring water in, that's what I'm doing with the measuring cup. Which is nice because that means you don't have to turn your whole machine around just to get the water reservoir. You can just simply put water in from the top. And there's fill lines, and there's a maximum fill line as well at the top. Click the link to get your xBloom coffee machine and make your most delicious recipes with it. I'm Rebecca Brown. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today was one of my favorite pour-over coffee recipes made with xBloom. I'm gonna have some more. It's time for a coffee break. Wow, that's so good. If you like this video, over here is my whole coffee edition playlist, and any single one of those recipes can be made with your xBloom. Hope you like them.